possible the best prop for a receiver to hit is actually a rushing prop. Of course, naturally, we're talking about Deebo and what he's been able to do. I mean, DraftKings Sportsbook has the over-under right now at 70.5 rushing yards.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't touch Deebo at 70.5. I think that's Elijah Mitchell's rushing prop. Deebo's at 39.
No, I read it wrong. You got it.
Sense. That's all right. But, I mean, 39.5 is interesting. I would rather go to Deebo's reception props here. I really would. Again, I think this is the spot where San Francisco, late in this game, it's probably going to be close. They're going to have to unleash it a little bit more, probably than they want to. And I think the one thing that we have seen second half of the year, Deebo Samuel has had some really, really low receiving props. And I think you can go over on both his receptions and his yardage total. I like his yardage total more, 51.5. For the simple fact that Deebo Samuel can hit this for us on 2 catches. He catches 1 ball around the line of scrimmage, and then he's gone. 51.5. We've been doing it all year. When it's this low on Deebo Samuel, take his over on his receiving props, because even if he only gets 5 targets, he's gone over this most of the time. So go over on Deebo Samuel, but go over on the receiving props rather than the rushing this week. It's just the better matchup.
Pearce, as it says on the screen, what prop are you looking at for wide receivers?
Cooper Kupp. I don't read the graphics, man. I'm focused on saying the words, okay? Cooper Kupp over 102. I know the number seems high, but it's Kupp. It's really not that high in a game where they're probably not going to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to lean more on the pass. They'll lean more on Cooper Kupp. I think the biggest takeaway from this segment is none of us are really bullish on the offenses here. He's probably the only guy that we can trust. I think when Geoff is doubting Eli Mitchell, that tells you everything you need to know.
Right.
So you just go, hey, with the one guy we can trust, which is Kupp.
What about you,
Reid?
Reid?
It's interesting. It's interesting
Go ahead.
Deebo is exactly, his receiving prop is exactly half of Kupp's. And Pearce still likes the over. Interesting. Wonder if Pearce is being a little square here, potentially.
Yeah. I think Deebo Samuel is fine. If you look at his yards per carry, which is Pearce's favorite stat of the 2020 of this season, right? Of 2021-2022 season.
It worked out for Derrick Henry, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at what he's done. Look at what he's done against the Rams. 6.4 yards per carry. And he's hit that prop so often, 10 carries in back-to-back games. But I'm going to Byron Pringle. Byron Pringle over his receiving. I think it's in like the high 30s or mid 30s, excuse me. We'll see it fluctuate maybe a little bit. But look at what this guy has done over the past few games, right? In terms of his target share in this matchup. That's the AFC. I'll get to the AFC. I'll stay with the NFC, and I'll go with Deebo Samuel because I'm all over the place, apparently.